My books, The Origin of Names, Words, and Everything in Between, volumes 1 and 2, are available to purchase from most major booksellers in all major formats. Order your copies today so you can enjoy these books for yourself and help support the channel.
Many countries have acquired nicknames for themselves, titles they wear as a badge of honour which can reflect the attitudes in the land, or just their geography. Think of ones like the USA's title of the Land of the Free, or Japan's Land of the Rising Sun. One I discovered through writing this video was Belgium's nickname of the Cockpit of Europe, due to the many battles that have taken place there. Yet there's one particular nickname we're looking into today, one I heard while watching the latest series of Race Across the World, which if you haven't watched, go watch it. It's like the best unscripted show on TV these days, minus Bake Off I suppose. Weird tangent aside, we are talking about Thailand. This is a nation known for things ranging from beautiful natural scenery and wildlife, bustling cities with every kind of pleasure possible, and some seriously tasty food. Yet its nickname relates to something else entirely, as Thailand has the nickname of the Land of Smiles. This is a seriously sweet nickname for a nation to have, and one Thailand takes pride in. But it's also a little confusing. Most of these nation nicknames are pretty easy to understand. Take Canada's nickname of the Great White North. You don't need me to explain why this massive northern snow-laden country has this nickname, or even Sri Lanka's nickname of the Teardrop of India. It literally looks like a tear coming out of India. Does this nickname for Thailand come from its geography too? Is it filled with lakes or mountains that look like smiles or something? I mean, if you turn it around, the part of the nation kind of looks a bit like a smile, I guess. Of course, this name doesn't relate to the lay of the land, but more the people who call it home. Thailand is simply known as the Land of Smiles because the people of this nation enjoy smiling. This shouldn't come as too much of a surprise though, right? Smiling can be found all across the planet, though some countries smile way more than others. Weirdly enough, Finland, which is ranked the happiest country in the World Happiness Report, isn't actually that smiley. I mean, I'm sure Finnish people do smile, but not so much the strangers in the street like in other countries. Conversely, Thailand, aka the Land of Smiles, is ranked 58th. Smiling can be found across the globe because it's such an innate part of human body language. It's also pretty much universal in its meaning. Not every culture uses the same hand gestures or head movements in body language, but smiles can be found from the northern tip of Canada all the way down to New Zealand. We are also not really taught how to smile either. It's a natural instinct we do pretty much from the moment we are born. Smiles of course mean joy and affection. Smiling is our go-to reaction when something makes us happy, and most of the time we don't even control it. The simple act of smiling can reduce pain, stress, and anxiety, and just improve our mood overall. Aaron Burr was really onto something when he said talk less, smile more. It's quite the challenge to go anywhere on our planet without seeing a smile or two, but if smiling is such a consistency amongst humans, why is it Thailand that gets to be the land of them? Surely many other countries could claim this crown for themselves, right? Well, the nation of Thailand have seemingly been able to take this quintessential element of body language and communication to a whole new level. I always love looking at body language in other cultures, from the hand gestures of Italy to the Indian head wobble. While we could just cover the etymology of this nickname, what's way more fascinating in my eyes is delving into the role that the body language of smiling has taken on in Thailand. What I need to admit, however, is that I've never been to Thailand myself, but from researching this video, I can gather that everyone in Thailand is smiling all the time. Okay, so that might be a tad hyperbolic. While I'm sure not everyone is smiling at all times, seemingly smiles are pretty abundant in the land, from workers, friends, family members, and even strangers on the bus or train. It seems like everyone is more than happy to give a smile to someone. Thailand is seemingly so smiley for a variety of reasons, one of those being the deep-rooted culture of friendliness and hospitality in the land. Things like showing kindness, gratitude, and warm hospitality are seen as being very important in Thailand, so it only makes sense that smiling will go along with that too. Thailand is also a nation full of festivals and celebrations, which are all very valid reasons to smile too. Though perhaps the key reason as to why smiling is so prominent there is because of Buddhism. Around 95% of the nation are Buddhists. Key elements in Buddhism are things like kindness, care, and forgiveness, all things deeply linked with smiling. What this all means is that while smiles can be found in a lot of places, it has only really become a key part of the national identity of one country. Thailand. In fact, smiling has become such a huge part of Thai culture that they have more than just one smile. Okay, granted, most of us have more than one smile. I think I have at least two pre-drawn smiles I mix between when animating these videos. But Thai culture and communication has realized all these different kinds of smiles, defined them, named them, and celebrates them. Apparently, there are over 1,000 different smiles recognized in Thai culture and body language. Suffice to say, that's an awful lot of smiles to cover. Thankfully, however, most sources on this matter don't list thousands, but instead instead just 13, which is a tad more manageable for a video you're probably watching on the toilet or something. Each of these 13 smiles have their own names, appearances, and uses linked to them. And while smiles are mainly linked with happiness, the interesting thing about smiles in Thailand is that they can cover a whole breadth of emotions, from joy to sadness to feeling a tad mischievous. Also, the names of all these smiles are in Thai, so apologies for my Thai pronunciation on this one. They also all contain the word yim, which is simply the Thai word for smile. Makes sense, right? The most joyful of all these Thai smiles is probably the yim tang nam Thai. This means the smile of joy. This is the kind of smile you make when you're overwhelmed with pure happiness. When you are so happy you can't even help but smile. It could also be linked to crying tears of joy too. One that's probably a step below this, however, is yim chef chom, also known as the admiring smile. This is the kind of smile you would make when you see someone you really admire, or someone you feel neutral towards but they have just done something that makes you feel really proud. Imagine the kind of smile you'll make at a really good busker or something, and you'll probably end up with something like this smile. Yim tai tai is a polite smile, the kind of smile you give to someone you barely know. This is probably the smile I use most in my day-to-day life. The kind of smile you give to someone you make eye contact with while crossing the street or while on a train. Another smile I probably use way too much is Fren Yim, which means the stiff smile. You know when someone has said or done something and you know they're expecting to get a smile out of it from you, but you don't actually like it, but you smile anyway to play along? Yeah, it's that kind of smile. The kind of smile you give to a problematic uncle when they tell a joke at the dinner table. An uncle who is really annoying you might also make you pull a yimsu, aka the resilient smile. This is the kind of smile you make when you're in a really difficult situation. Imagine being stuck in a position you really don't enjoy. It could be a family dinner, or it could be something much worse. While it would be easy to feel down and defeated about it, this kind of smile is there to give you motivation to get through a bad time. I need to use this one more often, I feel. Similar to this is the yim yai yai, known as the bleak smile. This is the kind of smile you give to someone who is in a tight spot. When someone is struggling with something, you could give them some words of advice along with this smile to let them know they will get through it. Yim hang, the dry smile, is a really interesting one. It's the kind of smile you make when you're hoping for forgiveness from someone, like if you broke their toy as a kid or something. Beyond this, however, we get into the realm of more mischievous smiles, yet the yim tak tan, known as the disagreement smile. Imagine if someone was suggesting something really stupid, and all you could do is smile in disbelief over their idea. This is that kind of smile. And when their dumb idea falls to pieces, you could change your face to the yim ya, the teasing / I told you so smile. Anyone who's ever been proven correct has probably used this smile in their life. The naughtiness culminates with the yim mi asane, the evil smile. We all know what an evil smile is, right? If you've seen any incarnation of the Grinch, then it's basically his smile. A kind of Thai smile that is a little more ambiguous, however, is the yim shuad shuan, known as the winner smile. This is apparently the kind of smile you make when you win something, and aim it at the loser. I can't figure out if this is a nice or mean smile. I guess it depends on how competitive you are. I could easily see it being a mean little smirk or a warmer affair to show your good sportspersonship. Another ambiguous one is the yim son, the sad smile. This is when we smile when we are sad. This might sound odd at first. Sadness is often seen as the polar opposite of being happy, but many of us do smile when we are sad, due to the happiness that sometimes comes with a sad time. I'm sure you've all seen Inside Out. Though the strangest of all the Thai smiles has to be yim mai ok, which is dubbed the impossible smile. This is the shape your mouth makes when you're really trying to smile but simply can't. I mean, is that even a smile at that point? What all these smiles show us, however, is that Thailand takes their smiles very seriously. Yet many of these smiles are seen in other cultures around the world too. As mentioned, I've performed many of these kinds of smiles in my life, and I'm not Thai. Seemingly though, it was the culture of Thailand that recognized all these different smiles, categorized them, named them, and took pride in them. And speaking of taking pride in them, it seems like the nickname of the Land of Smiles is something they've taken pride in too. At the very best, it makes for a great slogan for tourism reasons. But with all these different smiles celebrated in the country, it's easy to understand just why Thailand has that nickname of the Land of Smiles.
Name Explained depends on viewers like yourself supporting the channel financially on Patreon, so a huge thank you to everyone who does. Donating just $1 a month helps the channel amazingly and gets you bonuses including ad-free videos, exclusive content, the power to request ideas to be made into actual Name Explained videos, and your name at the end of the video with all these awesome people. Visit patreon.com/Name Explain or click the link down below to find out how you too can support the channel. Thank you. Thanks for reaching the end of the video. Why not watch another and subscribe to keep up to date on all things Name Explain. You can find myself on Instagram where I'm Name Explain YT, and join the Facebook group Friends of Name Explain to talk with myself and other name nerds. All that will be linked down below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and once again, thank you all so much.